Steve, what do you got, buddy?
Hey, I was just listening to what Hicks was talking about California Chrome. He says he's been watching horses for a long, long time. This horse is not going to win the Triple Crown. This horse is not going to get a mile and a half. People don't understand. You run the Kentucky Derby, it's a mile and a quarter. You come back in 2 weeks, you run the Preakness, which is a shorter race than the Kentucky Derby. Then you come back in 3 more weeks and run a mile and a half. You run in 5/16 longer than you ran in the Preakness. And this horse was gonna get short. And these other horses, Right on Curling, Wicked Strong, a couple other horses are going to be coming. Somebody is going to beat the horse. I'm not saying he's not a great horse.
I agree with Bill. The odds are the horse does not win the Triple Crown. That's why the Triple Crown is such a fucking amazing thing. You know, and to pull it off is phenomenal.
Yeah, I have a feeling about this horse. Look, I'll have another. Could have had a shot at it, but 2 years ago, but it got scratched. That was heartbreaking. The day before the fucking stakes, it got scratched. California Chrome's ready to go.
You know what? Here's what's going to be great about the Belmont. Everybody, 95% of the people who are going to go bet are casual horse race fans. They're going to be betting on California Chrome to win, and the real horse players are going to make money.
You're talking about the fucking rubes like this asshole over here, Chris Stanley, who has done nothing but tear up tickets his entire life.
Yeah.
Right. He's like an amateur drunk on Mardi Gras, okay?
Kiss my ass.
You could have just left it at amateur drunk. I'm going to trust Steve because he has an accent. And that sounds like a horse guy to me.
All right, thanks, guys.
See you, buddy.
Bye.
Well, the thing is, when this goes off, when this fucking gate's open, the excitement is going to go through the roof.
For 2.5 minutes, the world will be watching fucking Long Island, Belmont, fucking going crazy. And that play, I was there for for Smarty Jones, and it's a fucking madhouse at Belmont.
Do you realize you just said Farty Bones?
Oh, God. That's not the horse's name at all.
All right, Liz Sets Fire says, I didn't realize I was at a friendly chat turning into a battle royale between me and Cigars and Scotch. I better step my game up. Let me tell you something. You shit the bed, birthday girl. I expected more out of you. I'm going to be out here just like the U.S. soccer team, said to Landon Donovan. Every practice is a game. Okay, this isn't the Ron and Fez producers where, hey, after the show, let's see which one of us can jerk off the farthest. No fucking way. Everything has to be locked and loaded at all times. And I expect that out of a Liz Sets Fire. I should say I expect it out of a Fez, since he's the one who actually said gag contest without writing gags.
I still feel I won.
Fez, I'm here to tell you, as someone who knows you, not only did you not win, you didn't even attempt. You didn't try. It was almost like somebody showed up at a baseball game wearing high heels and a fucking fur jacket. And you're like, oh, you didn't know we're playing ball today. Cigars and Scotch would have won it all. And that day that he was handing you jokes, I think you had your best day.
Oh, so strong. Pop it in.
I forget who the comedian was.
Dan Soder.
Dan Soder was loving Fez. Afterwards, he goes, I don't know how Fez, but he really stepped it up today. And he said to me, he goes, so he's not even a deaf mute. I go, no. He speaks.
I'm glad that got cleared up.
He's a person. Not that deaf mutes aren't people. And they're not going to hear this. So if one of them finds out, it's because one of you asshole listeners wrote it down on a fucking card and handed it to him. So you're to blame, and not me.
This then what now?
All right, that's immature and babyish. That's fucking terrible.
Don't. Come on, man.
Those yerks.
Stop it. We all went to school with a kid with a fucking ear thing like that. We actually, in our gym class, we had this, I don't know why, the gym teachers, they try to fucking come up with things just to waste time. But we're at the pool, and there was this thing called, you hit the fucking diving board, and then the guy behind you would yell, jump or dive, and you had to either go into the jump or the dive once you're in the air. So I got the fucking half-deaf kid who has to take out his earpiece.
Oh, no.
And I'm the guy doing him. He gets up, he hits the board, and I go like this. Rah, rah, rah. and he fucking comes down sideways, not knowing whether he's jumping down, hits his fucking self. Everyone's laughing because it was a perfectly delivered fucking mean joke. Everyone's laughing, but the fucking fagel, a gym teacher, who now finds it like I'm picking on someone with a disability, and I'm fucking screaming back at him. I would have done it to all these motherfuckers. It just happens to be the deaf kid. Well, here's some cigars and scotch jokes. Chaka Khan. Let me rock you, Chaka Khan. She spins a Dr. dreidel. I'm confused why MC Hammer is hosting the shows. After that last group, Indian Gilligan is seeming funny. Zainab should yell dynamite and I'd clap. She happened to look like Jimmy J.J. Walker. And she should be doing sit-ups instead of stand-ups. And then he wrote Peg King Kong Bundy. So he brought his gag machine there. He wasn't a Liz Sets Fire. Now Cigar and Scotch wants to tag team with Liz. Everybody wants to tag team Liz. That has nothing to do with it. But this is a safe zone. Except for where Chris Stanley is. He can fall at any moment.
I'm really bad knees.
And bad nephews. Well, we've been through it all. Gwyneth Paltrow's a little bit of heat for, what did she say that's got everybody so mad at her, Chris?
Yeah, she likened getting attacked online to being in war. She got into an internet fight with Cindy McCain. What Paltrow said is, you come across online comments about yourself and about your friends. It's a very dehumanizing thing. It's almost like how in war you go through this bloody dehumanizing thing and then something is defined out of it.
It is. Being on Twitter is like being at war. It's exactly the same, and any vet would agree. Now, I can say as a person, and I never actually even like to talk about this on the air, but when I came back from Vietnam, a person yelled at me, "Baby killer," and spit right in my face.
Jeez.
Oh my God.
When I came back from the Nam.
When were you in Vietnam?
You know what? You're right. It's when I came back from an abortion clinic. When I came back from an abortion clinic, they yelled "baby killer" and spit in my
That
face.
clears it up a bit.
Yeah, I mean, in this case, they're probably right.
I mean, are you an abortionist, though, or did you just accompany someone?
I didn't have time for all that. I just said, "Stop it. We're going to Sizzler now." That was part of the package. I promised her a trip to Sizzler.
I was obsessed with Sizzler and Red Lobster as a kid. Always bugging my parents to go.
I think people like Gwyneth Paltrow, she's one of the people where, even though it might piss you off that she said this, you want her to say this. Like, people that hate her, they wake up in the morning wanting her to just say something really stupid on her blog or have some, like, shirt that she sells for $500. Just another reason that they can just hate her and write about her.
There's certain people that are picked out to be the hated. You know what I mean? Like, everyone always says, "Oh, you pick on the geeks and the fucking weirdos," but pretty people also, and pretty rich women get picked on as well. Everyone gets fucking picked on. She should try to get together with some other rich women and just talk about how hard life is. But, by the way, she's selling her $500 shirt to people who buy $500 shirts, not to you. That's why you don't go fucking walking past Barney's in New York screaming, "There's nothing for me to buy in there!" What the fuck? $1,800 for a tie clip?
The nerve.
I'm guessing Barney's is a high-end store. I don't know. I don't walk into stores. I don't like the idea of walking into the store.
Oh, I hate fucking shopping.
I know your mom was telling me she has a tough time getting you new pants.
Awful.
Sean, you're on the Run of Fez show.
Hey, Ronnie B. I know that mush mouth Chris Stanley is working about half the brain cells as a normal human, but did he say demonizing on Gwyneth Paltrow's quote? I believe it was dehumanizing.
Yeah, I said dehumanize.
No, you didn't. You said demonizing, like a dumb, stupid
No, I'm smart.
person.
I'm smart.
I'm smart! Not dumb like they say, but smart! Poor bastards. Cigars and Scotch says he's going to keep Gwyneth Paltrow in his thoughts on Veterans Day from now on.
Chris is kind of turning into the Gwyneth Paltrow of this show.
I'm gonna start a website where I sell
jeez.
really expensive things. We'll see if anyone catches on.
All right, we got to... Fuck just put a picture of himself with his Rangers jersey, but his ass is out. Make sure we retweet that on Ron and Fez SXM. If you're in the mood to see sexy guy ass. And who is it? By the way, yesterday you embarrassed us, Fez, because Luis Gomez offered to put his tongue on your balls, and you fell into what I now call Death Fez 1. That's where he's so nervous that nothing happens. Why wouldn't you let him tongue your bag?
Well, first of all, I didn't want my bag tongued in front of everybody.
Then that sounds like I'm not gay. That statement sounds like I can relate to that statement that you're saying because I'm not gay.
It's a dude offering you sexual pleasure.
When you're not in a relationship and when you've never had sex.
And there's no chance of any danger amongst friends.
Yeah, the place that you're in. If you wanted to, you could have put a blanket around yourself. You know us. We don't have to see your fucking
No, we
balls.
want to see your dick, Fez.
Well, it's just balls.
Finally, you've said it.
Good one, Fez. You got him.
Yeah, you may. Gay is bad.
All right. Come on. You got the big win.
When it's with you, it is.
Okay, you too.
This is gay on gay crime happening right now.
This is like fucking kids playing on a gay ground. When it's your face, I'd go there, but I don't like your mom's cooking.
No, you didn't.
With those pants.
The only reason you guys won the kickball game is because you had last licks. Fez, you turned down a ball tugging yesterday.
Could have been even a lapping.
That would have put me in shock jock heaven. Director Shasta is with you 1,000,000%. He was at the Preakness, and the horse looked strong.
It's a strong goddamn horse, man.
He says he's going to StubHub some Triple Crown ticks, too. Yeah, dogsy.
You can get in general admission if you want to be with the plebs.
How far back is that? You're in the, 160,000 people in front of you?
Pretty much. I mean, if you get there early, like at 6 in the morning, you
I'm
can
not
get right
going
in
to.
the
I'm going to watch it on TV.
You get on the rail, though. That's nice.
I can't even stand to watch the races leading up to it or the long video packages about dead jockey moms.
I love a video package.
You know what? This has got us so pumped up that we are going to do a contest right now on horse racing because, Hicks, we go through this. These horse race names, the horses' names themselves are so fucking crazy that it's hard to know whether it's a made-up name or a real name.
It's totally ridiculous. There's some sort of rule.
Would you
set.
go so far to say redonkulous?
It's dunk.
Okay. So we've got something that you can win, and just name some of the prizes we'll be giving out today.
You get Star Trek, signed by Alfred Woodard. Silent House, signed by Elizabeth Olsen. Source Code, signed by Jeffrey Wright.
All right, those are fantastic prizes, and literally once in a lifetime that you're going to get something like this. We just sent some signed Blondie to Blowhard, and that album, signed by his favorite band, Blondie, now is covered in tears because he just sits and looks at it and cries, and he thinks about 1978 over and over and over. He loves that prize. And we make sure that we give those to you guys. A lot of famous people come through here. Saw John Malkovich in the hall yesterday.
That's nice.
Guess who he was with?
Who?
Who was taking him around?
I'm going to guess.
Spencer. Our one-time pal, Spencer. So here's where you have it. Call in now, and you're going to win this. 866-RON-0-FEZ. 866-RON-0-FEZ. We have a game show for you, and if you noticed with the prizes, they seem to fall into a kind of a science fiction background.
Space.
Final Frontier, right?
That's exactly. See, Star Trek, signed by Alfred Woodard. You can win that.
Right. But the reason is because the name of this game is May the Force Be With You.
Horses, nothing but horses. One has a fake name, the other is real. They'll race around a long track, but one could be lying. Just trust me on that.
Choose between the real and fake horse names to pick out the frogs. But remember, may the horse be with you.
Now, see, I even said it wrong, and I have a staff that's afraid to correct me. The name of the game is actually May the Horse Be With You.
Horses, nothing but horses. One has a fake name, the other is real. They'll race around a long track, but one could be lying. Just trust me on that.
Choose between the real and fake horse names to pick out the frogs. But remember, may the horse be with you.
May the horse be with you. And yes, you heard our celebrity game show host. It's Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yes, thanks. Thank you for having me in the studio today.
How is this going to work, Obi-Wan?
Well, you see, in my time, since I was murdered ruthlessly by Darth Vader, I become a horse trader of sorts. Not in the Triple Crown type events, but there's lower leagues.
Let me ask you this. Were you murdered by Darth Vader, or was that suicide? I don't see what was the gain by I'm going to put my hands up here and die.
How's he going to help Luke when he's dead, dude?
Because he was Space Ghost, coast to coast. He came back as Space Ghost.
I had bad space arthritis.
So tell us again how the game works.
We will give you a real or a fake horse name, and you tell us if it is valid or not. Now, if it is a fake name...
Obi-Wan, are you going to use the impression the whole time, or is it going to go in and out like it's been doing right now?
What impression are you talking about, Ron?
All right, now you just did Ringo Starr.
Using the Force, there's no end to what you can imagine.
John, Paul, George, and Ringo. All right, already people are tweeting in that you sound like a member of the Beatles, one after another.
They are a great group there. They play them all the time at the track over the loudspeakers. It calms the horses.
Okay, so what songs they play, by the way?
Oh, Hard Days, Horse.
It's not even witty, huh? They just push horse in, even if it doesn't belong there.
The horses.
When you put in something like, "Hey, you've got to hide your love away."
I haven't heard that one.
Oh, it's a good one. All right, so explain the game again, Obi-Wan.
If it is a real horse name, you say, well, that's a horse, of course. Mm-hmm. But if we give you a fake horse name, you say, well, sir, that's a faux filly.
This is fucking seriously the most embarrassing thing I've been involved in, and that includes Fez turning down tonguing balls yesterday. And I'm going to say from a very attractive young man.
Fez could have got him some right there.
Yeah. Luis Gomez, attractive young man, Fez.
I was disappointed he was not on last night's Last Comic Standing. I was watching with my droids.
Oh, you have your own droids?
On Earth?
Several.
Yeah, you fixed them too, right?
Well, I have a guy for that.
Okay. Now, so if you think it is a real name, you say what?
You say, that's a horse, of course.
Uh-huh. And if it's not?
Well, sir, that's a faux filly.
Shouldn't you say, nay, it's a faux filly?
You could do that. I'd accept that. I don't know about the judges, but yeah. I would.
Are you taking the All-Stars out on tour again this year, Ringo?
It's very profitable for us.
Oh, John, Paul, George, Brian Epstein's here. All right, so hopefully this will be the first and last time we ever play this game. Let's go over to David, Rhode Island. How you doing, David?
Good.
Luke, are you ready to answer this question?
Yes.
That's you. You're Luke now, I guess.
Remember to use the horse, Luke. Use the horse. The name of this horse is Fonzie Scheme.
Fonzie Scheme.
Fonzie Scheme.
That's a horse, of course.
Sorry. That's Fonzie Scheme, not a real horse.
That is a faux filly, Rob. Not a real horse. You have to be... A lot of these horses these days, they have fake names try to get into the Derby. You gotta watch out for them. I keep my lightsaber on my hip.
Right. Gotcha. What color is your lightsaber, by the way?
It is a blue.
Blue. Let's go over here to Kevin in Houston.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
All right, I'm ready.
Luke, are you ready for the name of the horse?
Everyone's going to be Luke.
Yes.
The name of this stallion is Tabasco Cat. Tabasco Cat.
That's a horse, of course.
Great shot, kid. That was 1 in a million.
All right. Big winner.
You just
Big
won
winner.
Star Trek First Contact by Alfred Woodard, great friend of mine.
It's not by her. It's just signed.
She wrote the script or what?
Just walked out, did a couple of lines, and got paid. Much to her own embarrassment.
You gotta get paid.
By the way, didn't the real Obi-Wan hate Star Wars and hate anyone bringing it up to him?
He couldn't stand it. He was like a fucking real actor.
That's one of my favorite things. You know what I mean?
All for the paycheck. $, make me holler.
What did you say, Ringo?
$, make me holler, and not the bread.
All right, let's keep this going. Here's Justin. Justin, you got basically a coin flip here. Are you ready to play?
Yes, I am.
All right, Luke. The name of this horse is Fitzcarraldo. Fitzcarraldo.
That's a horse, of course.
Sorry.
That's actually a name of a Werner Herzog movie, you dumb piece of shit.
Why are you so angry with him, Obi-Wan?
Just that it's hot in here.
You're our only hope. You know that, right?
These aren't the horses you're looking for.
Actually, I didn't even know that was Obi-Wan Kenobi. I thought it was Ben Kenobi. Just the old guy that no one knows.
That's Ben is the only name that would stand out in the fucking Star Wars universe.
That's my government name.
This would be like if Charlie Manson got away and just started calling himself Bill Manson. No one would then know him.
He still has the Jedi robes on. He's like, what the fuck? He's hanging out with sand people.
What a stupid fucking movie that is. Hanging out with sand people. That wasn't by choice.
Sounds racist to me.
All right. Here's Buck. Buck from the movie Suck and Fuck with Chuck and Buck. Are you ready to play?
Yes, I am.
Luke, the name of this next horse is Thunder Gulch. Thunder Gulch.
That's a horse, of course.
Great shot, kid. That was 1 in a million.
Great shot, kid. That was 1 in a million. Great acting.
He killed
Great
it, dude.
acting.
He has a plane.
So you're looking for an Obi-Wan Kenobi. I know what Ben Kenobi. We could drive over and ask him if he's heard of him.
Maybe
I doubt it, though.
cousin, maybe?
Yeah. I doubt it. Kenobi must be like Smith
Yeah.
in outer space.
Sort of like the character Pat Noriyuki in the movie Karate Kid.
Oh, Ben Kenobi. Like Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Weird.
Yeah. O.B.
Putting this together here.
Oh, you mean Ben, dude? Yes, he's right around right down the block there, the cul-de-sac.
And what did he do for money the whole time he was living there?
I think he just was like he didn't have. He was a hunter or something. He didn't do shit for money.
What were you gonna eat?
You know, that was a deleted scene. I actually owned a small aluminum siding business for myself.
You would have needed it with that fucking sand.
Right.
You know, sandstorm. Right. Where did that come from? All right, one more to play.
By the way,
big game show. Yes.
that last caller won a copy of Silent House, signed by Elizabeth Olsen.
I never even heard of this.
Oh, it's a very scary picture, much like my ending battle with Darth Vader.
It's kind of like anticlimactic, actually.
Yeah, it was bad.
Slow. Horses, nothing but horses. One has a fake name, the other is real. They'll race around a long track, but one could be lying. Just trust me on that.
Choose between the real and fake horse names to pick out the frogs. But remember, may the horse be with you.
All right. Yeah, we're playing May the Horse Be With You. We've got one of the cartoon Beatles in here who told us to pick out one of the frogs. Did you tell us to pick out a frog?
One of the frogs.
Right, frog.
Yes, fraud, like a
Frog.
liar.
Yeah.
Fraud.
Right.
It's with a D.
Do they hop into ponds? Because it sounds like frog.
It's my accent, my space accent.
Ed, in Connecticut, are you ready to play the America's least favorite game show, May the Horse Be With You?
I am.
All right, Luke from Connecticut. Your horse.
Hate him.
Nudist Buddhist. Nudist Buddhist. Is that a horse, of course, or a faux filly?
I'm going to say it's a faux filly.
Great shot, kid. That was 1 in a million.
Great shot, kid. That was 1 in a million.
You think blowing up a giant fucking world-destroying fucking spaceship?
Hey, don't get cocky.
Easy, fanboy. Easy. Just relax.
We're letting the force get the best of you.
Shouldn't it?
Too many
Right.
midichlorians.
You gotta keep it even keel. And he just won a copy of Source Code signed by the magnificent Jeffrey Wright.
Oh, that's a great one.
Fantastic.
That's a great one.
Fantastic picture.
In the first 2 minutes, you watch Star Wars, right?
Yeah.
And you're a fan.
Yeah.
All right, when the escape pod went out, right? With
Yeah.
the 2 robots in it.
Yeah.
Why didn't the ship just shoot it?
I think it was too small for the radar. It was like, it was fucking, they couldn't tell.
So radar does not detect small things.
I believe so.
Okay.
You know,
Well, they said there's no life signs aboard, so they detected something.
All right, so they must have just thought it was debris. So they were like, fuck that, we don't need it.
We don't need to shoot debris.
and we just built, a giant Death Star. You don't want to waste money on ammunition.
It was an escape pod. Escape meaning they're trying to escape us. We shoot them, and none of this bad shit happens to the Empire.
Empire just runs it. Tatooine gets blown up.
I really wouldn't like you to talk about that. It's kind of a sore spot for me.
You're not even from Tatooine.
I had college friends there.
What? You were hiding there. You didn't go to school there.
You really believe it's him, don't you?
That
You're
sounds
really caught
like
up in this.
Sounds like Ben to me.